Alright, I got you guys set up in my picking position. The lock is zeroed right now. I can turn my key and open the lock. What I'm going to do is use a tool to turn the gated spin or the non-gated spinner and the first disc clockwise. Only the first disc. And the reason I do that is so that when I insert my tensioner, the tensioner only grabs the disc that I want tension from. I don't want it to accidentally go too deep and grab that second disc. Okay. Insert my pick. Get my tensioner onto the disc. There we go. I'm going to start picking from the disc closest to the one I'm tensioning. In this case, it would be disc number 2. Should be right in there. There we go. So when I'm feeling for a gate, I'm rotating clockwise and I'm getting resistance, 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 and then all of a sudden the resistance disappears. That's how you'll know you're in a gate. So I'm going to turn clockwise. There's a lot of resistance. Right there. And if I rotate back and forth, there's a spot where there's no resistance at all. Next disc. Same thing. A lot of resistance. And then all of a sudden, no resistance right there at the end. So you see the amount of rotation I got. It came just beyond the edge of my mark. That means that I'm getting a full 90 degrees of rotation. That is a driving disc, so I can tension off of it later. Oh, fell too far. There we go, next disc. And I dropped too far. I'm not getting any resistance on that disc. So I'm going to have to continue. It's not binding, so I'll have to see if I can get anything else into gates. But typically when it stops binding, that means the disc above it isn't in the gate all the way. So I'm going to check the one above it. It's not binding either. Alright, that one's on a gate now. I've lost feedback. I'm going to go ahead and check the next one below it and see if I get anything. I do not. I do not. Let's go back to the one that gives me feedback. Something fell out of a gate in the process of moving there. Got to take a hand break. Hands are getting tired. Let's see if I can grip this like this. Alright, that one is definitely in a gate. That one is definitely in a gate. That one is in a gate. That one felt like it dropped into a gate finally. That's a gate. That's a gate. That feels like a gate. That feels like a gate. That, my friends, is a driving disc. Let me switch tension hands for a second. My hands are getting tired. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marks is a driving disc. Because I got my full 90 degrees of rotation. Let's go check the ones below it. That feels like a gate. That also felt like a gate. I've counted 3 driving discs so far. So we're on the very rear disc right now, I believe. Yeah, I'm in the bottom of the lot. So that gives me 3 options for places that I can tension using my pick so that I can counter rotate my tensioner. The deepest disc, the disc that is at 6 marks, and there was another one higher up. I think it was at like 2 marks. I don't remember now. But we're going to try grabbing the very rear disc with our pick tip and then counter rotate the tensioner. There it is. Let's go check the key, or let's check the key. There are 3 places where you can effectively tension this lock with your pick. The deepest disc, disc number 2, or the disc just below, because the gated spinner would be here, and the butterfly disc is just below it. This is code disc 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 discs in here, and you've got 3 options for places where you want to place your pick tip to counter rotate. You'll know that it's the driving disc or the disc that you should tension off of when you get a full 90 degrees of rotation out of it. I've got my pick tips aligned so that I know exactly when I've got full 90 degrees of rotation. Let me get pick tip out of here real quick. So as you can tell, my lines are exactly 90 degrees off of my tensioner. Thanks for watching.